Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back on the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing the global tournament again, trying to get to 25 wins using this 2.9 Royal Giant cycle deck. So you guys know how normally when I make videos on Royal Giant recently, it's had the Ewas in it, but recently a lot of people have been using this variant with the Bats, which gives it a faster cycle, and honestly, in a lot of matchups, the Bats get so much value, especially if your opponent doesn't have an Electro Spirit or a Zap. If they don't have one of those two cards, they're pretty much getting so much value in every single matchup because the DPS they do is pretty insane, and they pair, really well with the RG. They're pretty good versus air, and even if you're versus an Inferno Drag deck, you can still manage to beat it because you have the Electro Spirit for the stun. And then Fisherman, of course, really good on defense. Same with the Hunter. Hunter's really good versus Lava Hound and Balloon. That's why, since your only other air counter is the Bats, you're fine when you have the Hunter. So before the first game, if you guys want to support me, you use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Help support me, the channel, and I really do appreciate all you guys who use my code. It means a lot. So, not going to lie, not the greatest start in the global tournament. Already 4 losses, but here's the thing. In global tournaments, never give up, because there's been a couple of people who have won a global tournament, like getting 38, 39 wins, and they didn't get a single loss. I think recently Best NA was someone who won a global tournament with Expo, and he went 39-0. So that really proves to you that even if you have, 3 or 4 losses and you're not at the amount of wins you would, prefer, that proves to you that you still have a chance. Because, I mean, if someone can go 39-0, you definitely could go on, like for me, an instance, go on like an 18, 17 game win streak. So you never know what's going to happen. So just play your best until you're at 5 losses. Often what happens in global tournaments, people end up losing like 3 games in a row, sometimes even 4 games. So it's also important to take a break if you feel like you're not in like the greatest mindset. So this guy has Dark Prince and Zappies. He's probably, if I had to guess what he's using, I would have guessed Sparky, but it looks like it's something else because some people recently have been using Sparky Dark Prince Zappies. It's kind of a new variant, but with the Prince, it's going to be Graveyard, as well as him having Poison. That pretty much confirms that it's Graveyard. With this Prince out of hand, I'm going to go ahead and RG here. And, oh, he's got the Hunter. Okay, so Hunter, Zappies. Okay, what do... I don't think this matchup is too bad. What's really good is we have Fireball for the Zappies. I think our Bats are going to get a lot of value. If I remember correctly, he does have a Snowball, though. Or maybe he's got a Bar Barrel. Hopefully he has a Bar Barrel and not a Snowball, because I think if he ends up having a Snowball, this might be a little bit more difficult than I would like. But if he ends up having no Snowball and just a Bar Barrel, this should be pretty easy in my opinion. So we're going to go RG right here. Hopefully the Bats stay behind. If the Bats stay behind, I think we may have won right here because he was so aggressive. Never mind. He does have Bats, so we don't, win right there, but that was a really good push. You can see, I knew we were going to get a lot of damage because he was pretty aggressive, and he didn't end up having the elixir he needed to defend. So I think we might try to pressure again here. We'll see. I guess not. Well, wait, actually, because the Fisherman ended up staying alive, I think we do pressure here. Does the RG get... Okay, barely gets a hit. So we can go for a Fisherman like that. We can go for Bats because he just played a Snowball. And then we can go for a Log. If the RG just gets even 1 hit, I'm happy, but it might even get 2. Ooh, if it got a second, we would have won right there and then. Or right then and there, but unfortunately we don't get it. I think, couldn't we just cycle some spells here? We just got to get back to another Log and we win the game. I guess that's a little risky. I don't... Okay, actually, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I should have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was very, very risky, but we won. I just figured since we got the Bats for the faster cycle, if I had the Ewas variant, I would not have done what you just saw, but I was like, you know what, I have Bats, I'm pretty confident I can cycle back, but that was way too close for comfort. So 22-4, The other thing I'm doing is, the other reason why I'm ending this, or using RG for the rest of the global tournament, is I feel like it's one of my best decks. And yeah, I was playing and practicing other decks earlier in the global tournament, so that's probably part of the reason why I have, you know, 4 losses already. I was practicing minor wall breakers, but unfortunately, I got matched against Lava twice, and that was 2 of my losses when I was using minor wall breakers, so that was a little unlucky. But yeah, we can definitely bounce back. As I said, if we get a good win streak, that would be, you know, pretty solid here. So I'm going to Fisherman in case he's got like a giant skeleton or something. I'm going to play it like up here. Okay, so he waited forever for nothing. He wanted to go for the king activation, but he misclicked the Mega Minion, so that's really unfortunate for him. He's going to go for a Lumberjack, so Lumberjack, Mega Minion, probably Golem. With his Lumberjack being out of rotation, which is obviously a pretty high DPS card, I think we pressure with an RG here. So he's going to spend 4 Elixir. Alright, so he just spent 9 Elixir on the RG. I'm, you know, fine with that. Especially considering it's going to get quite a lot of damage. We are going to need to make sure, though, that we end up taking out this cannon card without having to spend too much elixir. So this cannon card, I think, is going to be the biggest struggle for us in this matchup. If we, you know, if we have one at all, it definitely will be the cannon card. So I'm going to pressure with an RG here because we can Fisherman the Golem to the King Tower, so I guess it's okay to be aggressive. What we have to watch out for the most here, hopefully we take its tower. If we don't, that's going to be a little bad. But I think the most important thing here is we do this to activate the King Tower. Go for, please kill the Lumberjack. Nice, okay. Bats back here. Please, I need a fireball. Okay, nice. We got the fireball down in time. So advantage goes to us here at this point because we have his tower down. We still have our tower live. 45 seconds to go. The question is, can we defend? And I think we do go for defense here. I'm not confident, or I don't think that going on offense here is the right play. I think that we 100% should try to defend. But we're going to go ahead and try to Fisherman all the way out here. He's actually going to get a really nice Lumberjack down the block, so that was a good play on his part. Oof, alright, it got a little scary there at the end. Cannon cart can really come in clutch sometimes. Like locking on towers when you don't expect it. So glad I was able to keep it off my tower. That got, yeah, a little too close for comfort, but we're going to pick up another win. Yeah, I would say that matchup actually, I don't think it makes a difference with Ewiz and Bats, because even though the Bats, I feel like Baby Dragon's really good against them, E-Dragon, Tornado, Ewiz doesn't really do much in that matchup, and you could actually argue Bats are better there because they help me cycle. So yeah, we ended up getting a nice win. 23-4 right now. It looks like it's taking a little longer to find this game. If it takes like, you know, if it takes like another 10 or 20 seconds, I'll probably edit out the search time, but here we go, we got it. So, got our next game here. Probably just Electro Spirit in the back is alright. Just go ahead and cycle that in the back right now. Just gonna go for a Bar Barrel, so we'll log his Electro Spirit. Oh, is he using Recruits Royal Hogs? This is a little difficult, this matchup, because the Recruits are really annoying. We can still win it, but it's for sure a little hard. Does this Fireball hit both? Nice, nice, that's really good. Alright, so the key here, I think, is we have to be kind of passive, because if I'm too aggressive, he's just going to build a massive counter push, so we have to be kind of careful here. We're going to go for like this, we're going to go for a Hunter like that. And then we're going to have to Fireball all of this for sure. Hopefully this Hunter doesn't die on me, so it can help defend. Did he just use an Electro Spirit? That means we can go for Bats, because it's out of cycle. Which is a good answer to the bats, obviously. Oh, wow, he's going to go for Zappies. Kind of, I don't know if he needed those, actually. I think we kind of scared him a little bit. Because now, because he spent that elixir, I think we pressure with an RG here. Is it the right play? I hope so. Yeah, I think it was. That was a pretty bad Goblin Cage. He should have played it right in front of the RG, so the Brawler started attacking the RG and didn't, like, have to run a little bit to get to it. Does he go for a prediction Electro Spirit here? No, he doesn't. I thought he was going to, but he didn't. So we're pressuring with an RG here. His Goblin Cage is out of cycle. We're in double. We can be aggressive. And he's going to go for a really nice Royal Hog play. But luckily, we force a lot of elixir out of him. Even though we don't get the RG to the tower, we activate the King Tower. As I just said, force a lot of elixir out of him. So I guess... we're doing alright here. And then we can fireball this. He's going to go... Nice. Fisherman's going to distract the Brawler so the RG gets a hit. I guess we have to RG to pressure here. Oh, we just cycled the Zappies. Hold on. This is huge. Please hit the Brawler. Oh, wow. Okay. No. That's a good game. We tried. He just has to fireball. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, as I said, it's difficult, but I feel like I could have played that slightly better, to be honest. Like, a little better. But if our RG just got one more hit, we would have won, I think. So, that's pretty unlucky. Yeah, maybe I should have fireball cycled his tower. I don't know. But he was using fireball bait deck, so it would have been risky. But, yeah, that's rough. We're going to lose out. You know, I felt like, you know, good game at least. And 23 is, like, not bad. It's, like, not the best, but, you know, it's not great, but it's all right. I still have one of my mini accounts that I haven't finished it on, so still an opportunity to get a good finish. And I guess, you know, for the rest of the video, you know, I guess I'll play a game or two of ladder, because pretty short. Like, I only played 3 games. You know, I'm not insanely high up right now because I was focusing on, like, you know, the global tournament, and it's also pretty early in the season, so I haven't been, like, grinding ladder yet. But yeah, I guess we'll just RG. He's using mortar here, so usually not too bad of a matchup. I guess it depends on the mortar variant, though, of course. We can just go for Fisherman, Electro Spirit, and then a Hunter on his bats. So I don't know if that pressure was that good on his end. I guess we can just RG here because he has his... he used a lot of elixir. Also, I don't know why he just cycled the Goblin Gang in the other lane. I guess that's a good game. I don't really know what happened, but yeah, that Goblin Gang was not good, and also the minor bats was too aggressive, so we pretty much won that from the start. So at least we won this game really quickly, you know, despite us losing out of the global tournament. Really good way to, I guess, get redemption. Quick 3 crown, and like that felt like it took less than a minute, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. Alright, we'll open up this chest. Going to the next game, yeah, we'll play 1 or 2 more, I think. So yeah, this will be an interesting video, kind of a combination of ladder and the global tournament. Maybe you guys enjoy this kind of video anyway, I don't really know, but, you know, we'll see, because I think this is my first time this has ever happened. You know, like, I usually, when I'm recording global tournament video, it's all the global tournament, or ladder, it's all ladder, but, you know, I guess I'm going to have to mix it up because the global tournament part was pretty quick. The interesting thing is, what am I going to title the video? Do I even put ladder global tournament in it, or do I just advertise the RG deck? Probably just try to, I don't know. Maybe just talk about the RG deck. Yeah, I don't know. So I would say this matchup probably isn't that bad because he's using the Magic Archer variant, which we have Fireball for. We can Fisherman away the Knight. Our bats also get a good amount of value here because they're pretty annoying for him since he doesn't have a direct spell that's a great answer to them. I mean, he's got the Tornado, but that, keep in mind, that's like a negative trade, so not too bad if I had to say. But he definitely can win if he plays really well. I just don't know if he is capable of it or if he's going to end up playing as well as he needs to win. So the Hunter, yeah, I couldn't tell if it was going to get a hit. I was like, the Hunter, I'm not sure if it's going to get a hit, but yeah, ended up getting a hit, so that's really nice. I guess we'll pressure with an RG here because his Bomb Tower's out of cycle at the moment. That's the nice thing about the bats. They give us a pretty fast cycle. Okay, so 7 Elixir to defend that RG. I'm perfectly fine with that. And then I guess here we can just go ahead and play bats. He's going to, I guess we'll just do this. I'm fine with the Wall Breaker connecting the other lane because obviously he's dealt more in the opposite lane, so pressure with an RG here. He's just going to go, oh, so goes for Tornado as opposed to the Bomb Tower. Plays it afterwards, so a lot of Elixir spent on his end. I think here pretty soon we're going to have to go for, I was just about to say go for an RG in the back, but he was so aggressive, so I think we pressure here. Do we get a, we get an RG connection right before he was able to Tornado back, so that's really good. So I think we pressure here again. And because his Tornado's out of cycle, we can play bats. He's going to go Spear Goblins, obviously, because our Log's out of cycle. And do we get a hit? Just one. No, we do not, unfortunately. But I guess we cycle back to another RG. Oof, his cycle's so quick too. Okay, we finally outcycled the Bomb Tower. He goes bats now. Or, excuse me, Tornado, that's what I meant to say. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, he played well. And also, I think earlier in the game, I should have gone for more RGs in the back. Like, starting in double elixir, I think, or maybe even in single elixir. But that was close. He played well. He played well. At the end, like, we almost came back because I think he was getting, like, overly aggressive, but yeah, he played that pretty well, especially at the beginning of that game. And I think, as I said, I should have gone for more RGs in the back. I think that's why I was having such a hard time breaking through. I kept playing RG at the bridge, trying to outcycle him, but because his cycle is really fast... okay, perfect. We have a chance to redeem ourselves here. Another minor wall breaker match. We'll see if we can win this. Because, as I said, I don't think it's that bad of a matchup. I just think he played it really, really well. By the way, that's a really bad bomb tower. When you're playing against RG, you don't want to replace a bomb tower. You pretty much already lose if you do that, so that should maybe be a good game. If we just get, like, some damage here. Wow, he gets away with it. I can't believe it. But yeah, you're not really supposed to pre-place a bomb tower. But I guess in this case he ended up being fine, which is interesting. But guess we'll RG here. He's pretty low on elixir, doesn't have wall breakers and cycles, so we can punish. 2 hits? Okay, nice. Definitely worth it there to do that RG. We'll take that damage. I think that's fine. Okay, so we learned our lesson from last game. The important thing is if we win this game, it means that we learned our lesson from the last game, which I think we did. So we should be able to win this one, I think, for sure. So obviously going to take this fireball, free fireball value for us here. And yeah, as soon as double elixir starts, we're going to go for RGs in the back. And that is going to be the game plan. So he's actually going to get a nice prediction log. I thought it was going to hit the Electro Spirit. That's why I played bats, just to make sure. But didn't even need them. I guess it's okay, though. He's going to go Minor Spirit Omen. So, okay, we counter that. Now that that's taken care of, we can go ahead and play our first Royal Giant in the back. I think it's a pretty, I don't know, safe time to do it. We can also... We can also fireball this, I think. How did that connect? I don't know. I didn't think that was going to connect. I don't know how I feel about that. Nice prediction on the Magic Archer. I was almost 100% sure he was going to do that. It was pretty obvious that it was, you know, a good play in that situation, so I knew he was going to do that. Guess we can fireball here. Two RGs down. The question is it going to be enough? Okay, so this time looking much better than the last game towards the end here. Can we go for the spell cycle? Oh, I can't believe it. Well, close for the content. Am I right? 2 games in a row. Well, now I have to say, it makes me wonder if having Ewas would be better. against minor wall breakers, because for some reason I had like the hardest time breaking through, but for some reason when I have EWIS it's easier. I don't know, but wow. Also, I don't think I played like both of those as like perfect as I could have too. But yeah, as I said, close for the content anyway. But still disappointing. We got, well, actually, same number of wins as losses. Yeah, I guess that's okay. 50% win rate is fine. Also, I'm pretty tired too. That might be the other reason why I didn't play those like perfect or like win those. It's right now 12:30 a.m. so like a little past midnight. A little tired. I don't know, probably wasn't playing my best like I could have, because I still think like RG, maybe it doesn't like necessarily have matchup, but I still think it's definitely not a bad matchup versus minor wall breakers. But anyway, that deck you guys just saw was that was my plan for tomorrow's video anyway. I was gonna upload a video on that minor wall breaker deck. This is so broken, this deck right now. And I hadn't uploaded a video on this specific minor wall breaker variant in a while, so that was my plan for tomorrow's video. Probably playing ladder with that, but yeah. You know, that's gonna be it for the video. Guess we got some good games, even though we had the same amount of losses and wins. Still some really, really close games. Pretty good gameplay, I would say. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah, make sure to like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.